Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here. I wanted to compare the New Premier Study Bible with the Common Man's Reference Bible. So I've only got the Common Man's in hardback, and that's just because that's what I could afford. But we're going to take a look primarily on the inside. As you can see, that as far as size-wise, the Common Man is going to be, smaller but thicker. But we'll look at print size and all of that. I do appreciate the Common Man's Reference Bible as far as it being an independent production. Now I would have a lot of disagreements with its stances, because I'm Pentecostal, but I would be very fundamentalist in many areas. Would have a lot of areas of agreement. I would disagree with him on flat earth, which it's maybe the only study Bible I know of that is flat earth. So let's just take a look on the inside. We'll turn to Genesis 26:22. And he did a lot like the Harris Study Bible. 27:26. In that he's got very wide margins. When I say wide margins, I mean in the center column reference for writing. So this is kind of somewhere real close. The page numbers are not going to match up exactly of what it's going to look like on the inside. The Common Man's Reference Bible compared to a Premier Study Bible. And so it's got really good print, the Common Man's does. I've done a review on that, done a comparison with it in the Rugden Study Bible as well. But I like its conservatism. So it's not going to have just a ton of notes at the bottom. We may do some other comparisons as well. It doesn't have a lot in the way of center column reference either. We'll go to Exodus 13. And then we'll see if we can find an introduction. We'll see how the introductions look. The Common Man's introductions look a lot like a Schofield Bible to me. I feel like I need to compare it to a Schofield sometime. So it's going to be a little more even on the notes. Now, the Premier is going to have character studies. It's going to have in-text maps, as well as map section at the back by Thomas Nelson. It's going to have archaeological things. It's going to have a lot of things. More like a traditional study Bible. But the Common Man's is to be commended, and it is extremely popular. A man by the name of Hoffman did it. I think he's actually gone on the YouTube channel and thanked me for doing a fair review on it. And a lot of his theological journey parallels mine in that, like he gives credit to Francis Schaeffer, and I read a lot of Francis Schaeffer, maybe C.S. Lewis, Jack Chick, which I've done a lot with Jack Chick in times past. So this would be like the introduction. I'm going to have to do these separately. This is the introduction, let's say, to the book of Exodus in the Common Man's. And even though we did not emphasize introductions in the Premier Study Bible, it's still got quite a bit more in the way of introduction than the Common Man's does. As far as print size, in my opinion, they're probably equally readable. The print size may actually be a little bigger in the Common Man's, but print size isn't everything. There's a lot. I've learned a lot doing this Premier Study Bible with the great folks at Livingstone, which is now Barton Veerman, and Thomas Nelson, just what print size is. Let's go to the next page here. If I can get it open here. Let's see. Still a little more there on the book of Exodus introduction. And so sometimes a 9-point clear print type can be way easier to read than a 12-point jumbled print type. So everything has to do with clarity and spacing, that type thing. So this is just a little comparison, brief comparison of the Premier Study Bible with the Common Man's Reference Bible. And so the Premier Bible is coming out June 24th is when it's due in the States. So you should be getting, and that's in this leather soft edition which is like this. The black leather cloth has a lot of gold splash on there. Then the cowhide is the next week, and the Moroccan is going to be about a month after the cowhide. So God bless. Talk with you later in Jesus' name.